PSP 1000, 2004. In 2004, Sony entered the handheld gaming market with the launch of the PlayStation Portable, better known as the PSP. Unlike previous handheld consoles, Sony wanted to deliver a true console-quality gaming experience in a portable device. Powered by a 333 MHz processor and featuring a stunning 4.3-inch widescreen LCD display capable of showing over 16 million colors, the PSP was far ahead of its competitors in terms of graphics and multimedia capabilities. Besides gaming, the PSP could play movies using Universal Media Discs, or UMDs, as well as music, photos, and even browse the internet through Wi-Fi. The PSP quickly became one of Sony's biggest successes, proving that portable gaming could deliver an experience close to a home console. PSP Slim and Light, 2007. After 3 years of success, Sony introduced the PSP Slim and Light in 2007. Rather than redesigning the entire system, Sony focused on making it thinner, lighter, and more practical for everyday use. The new model was around 33% lighter and nearly 20% thinner than the original PSP. It also featured double the system memory, resulting in faster loading times and smoother performance. Battery efficiency improved, and video output was added, allowing players to connect the PSP directly to a television for supported games and movies. Although the hardware improvements were modest, the slimmer design and enhanced features made it the preferred choice for many gamers around the world. PSP Go, 2009. In 2009, Sony introduced the most radical redesign of the PSP family, the PSP Go. Instead of using the traditional UMD drive, Sony completely removed physical game discs and shifted to digital downloads through the PlayStation Store. The PSP Go featured a compact sliding design with built-in 16 GB internal storage, making it smaller and more portable than previous models. It also supported Bluetooth connectivity for wireless accessories and controllers. Although the hardware was innovative, many players were disappointed because their existing UMD game collections could not be used. As digital gaming was still in its early stages, the PSP Go struggled commercially despite its premium design. PSP Street E1000, 2011. In 2011, Sony introduced the PSP Street, also known as the PSP E1000. Unlike previous PSP models, this version was designed as a more affordable option for gamers. To reduce the price, Sony removed several premium features, including Wi-Fi connectivity, stereo speakers, and the built-in microphone. It featured a single mono speaker but retained the same 4.3-inch display and hardware performance as the PSP 3000, allowing players to enjoy nearly the entire PSP game library without sacrificing gameplay quality. The system also supported UMD discs and digital content transferred through a PC. Although it lacked online multiplayer and PlayStation Store access directly on the device, the PSP Street remained a solid choice for players who wanted an inexpensive way to experience classic PSP titles. It became especially popular in Europe, where it served as Sony's final budget-friendly version of the PSP before the PlayStation Vita fully took over. PlayStation Vita, 2011. In 2011, Sony introduced the PlayStation Vita, its most powerful handheld console ever made. It featured a stunning 5-inch OLED display on the original model, delivering vibrant colors and sharp visuals that were far ahead of most portable gaming devices at the time. Powered by a quad-core ARM Cortex-A9 processor and a powerful SGX 543 MP4 Plus graphics chip, the Vita was capable of running console-quality games on the go. The system introduced dual analog sticks, front and rear touch controls, motion sensors, cameras, and online multiplayer support, giving developers many new ways to create games. It also supported remote play, allowing players to stream certain PlayStation games from their PS3 and later PS4. Popular titles like Uncharted, Golden Abyss, Killzone Mercenary, Persona 4 Golden, Gravity Rush, Tearaway, and Little Big Planet PS Vita showcased the handheld's impressive capabilities. Although the PlayStation Vita received critical acclaim for its hardware, expensive proprietary memory cards and limited third-party support affected its long-term success. Even so, it remains one of Sony's most beloved handheld consoles and has developed a loyal fan base over the years. PlayStation TV, 2013. In 2013, Sony released the PlayStation TV, also known as the PlayStation Vita TV in Japan and parts of Asia. Instead of being a handheld console, it was a compact home entertainment system built using PlayStation Vita hardware. The PlayStation TV allowed users to play many PS Vita games directly on a television using a DualShock 3 or DualShock 4 controller. It also supported remote play with the PlayStation 4, letting players stream PS4 games to another room over a local network. Although it had a short lifespan and modest sales, the PlayStation TV remains an interesting and unique part of PlayStation history.